People always saying there's no money as a new authority in trucking, man. That's false. I'm going to say it like this. They just don't know how to dispatch and run their trucking company. They hear negativity, and that's what their results are based off of what other people say instead of actually going out there, putting the work in, putting the time in. They call the first load, and then after that first load, they give up. Sometimes you got to call 10, 20, 30 times. Here are some brokers that work with new authorities. C.H. Robinson, Lipsy Logistics, Online Freight Services, KCH Transportation, Freight Management, Knight Transportation, Armstrong Transportation Group, Fifth Wheel Freight, Global Trans, Nolan Transportation Group, Uber Freight, Convoy, JB Hunt. There are plenty of brokers that work with new authorities, and there are plenty of brokers that don't work with new authorities. And then you can have an aged authority and the broker still not work with you. And then also, each agent at that brokerage has different requirements. I could work at Landstar, I could work at Armstrong, I could work at Nolan Transportation Group, and then I have my own requirements. I can override you if I choose to. Ask for an override. Sound like you know what you're talking about. Sound like you know how to dispatch. There's ways to get past the 3-month or the 6-month, the broker that won't work with you because you don't have a certain amount of authority time. And a lot of brokers do work with new authorities. Here's another thing. Keep calling. That first broker don't work with you, it's not meant to be. Don't cry over spilled milk. Move on to the next bag. I then got some of my best loads from brokers that work with new authorities. The biggest one, TQL, me personally, I don't even work with them. And there's brokerages that you need 2-3 years that give out some of the worst rates. Like I said, man, you just got to keep calling. You might have to call 10 times, 20 times before you get that load you want. And at the end of the day, it's all about knowing how to dispatch. When I first started my trucking business, I invested in this mentor. I was struggling out there trying to figure it out, trying to learn how to dispatch. I didn't know what I was doing. I went through a lot of trials and tribulations. But then a year down the line, when I actually learned how to dispatch, when my insurance lapsed, when I went from renting to owning, I turned off my insurance so I could save while I was trying to buy my first truck. I was a new authority again. But I knew how to dispatch this time around, and I was averaging 7,000 a week, and I showed proof of that on my YouTube channel, Box Straight In. It's plenty of money as a new authority. Stop letting these people unmotivate you. They just don't know what they doing, man. And then they go putting out this content that unmotivates you, and then you go just passing it on. Everybody just passing a bunch of word of mouth, but they didn't actually put the work in like I did. I went out, put the work in. I had no choice but to figure it out, and that's what I did. Come tap in, man. Come get this money. Come join the Discord. We posting our loads every day. Tap in with me, book a call. I got a mentorship spot open if you want to lock in, man. Come tap in and come learn how to make this trucking money. No CDL. God bless. And look, man, let me put the edit to the side. It's plenty of money as a new authority, man. I'm going to keep saying it. You just got to keep calling. You just got to keep calling. And that's it. You might get the nod 20, 30 times. Even when you have an aged authority, it's still going to be brokers that have different requirements and can pick and choose who they want to work with. It's just up to you to give up. If you want to give up, then give up. If you want to figure it out, like I figured it out, then keep calling. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of people think they need to lease on to make money. You don't. You don't need to lease on to somebody to make money. I do have that service. If you want to lease on to my authority and I got a spot open, I will let you lease on. We'll have an agreement in place. I'll fill out the carrier packets. I'll fill out the rate cons. You'll be in contact with me and my partners. We're also in the Discord, and we post our loads before and after. I got mentees that are new authorities, 1 month, 2 months fresh, making over 5,000 a week. Well, grossing, netting, they're probably netting like 50, 60%, maybe 70. But look, man, it's plenty of money as a new authority. Stop letting these people unmotivate you. My first go around, I didn't have this dispatching down pat. I had to figure it out. When I was a new authority the second time, I knew how to dispatch. So I figured it out. I kept on calling. Even when you have an aged authority, it's still going to be brokers that don't work with you, man. Keep calling. Stop listening to the unmotivational people out there that gave up. And don't be like them. Don't go giving up and be on YouTube posting BS videos like them, man. You got this. Keep your head up. Keep calling. Believe and achieve. And God bless. And here's another thing that just came to my mind. TQL, Landstar, DNL, Integrity, all these different brokers can be great brokerages, but have a broker that works with them or an agent, sales rep, and they have their own requirements, or they give out cheap loads, and then it makes the whole company look bad. So what I'm trying to say is, it was a few times last week where I booked a few Landstar loads. There was plenty of bad Landstar loads I seen from agents that just give out cheap freight. They might not know how to negotiate with the customer. They might just, not know how to negotiate with the customer, or they might just intentionally be trying to make a super big profit and get over on the carriers. They're always going to act like that's not their intent, but they're trying to make money. So what I'm trying to say is, I see a load I like. It could be 10 Landstar loads and it could be one bad one. I'm still going to call the next 9. Even if they say they don't work with me, I'm still going to call. New authority or not. All right, can you override me? I'm a good carrier. Can you give me a chance? I'm going to do my part. I'm going to have tracking on. I got E-Track, load bars. I got everything we need. Can you give me a chance? And when you put it all out there like that, there's a big chance that they will say yes. But people are so quick to give up, they hear no, and they don't know what to do after that part. Like, and this is the stuff that I had to learn throughout that year when I was a new authority the first time. I had to figure it out. And I used to give up easily. But, I called 10, 20 loads and, I hear no from the first one, and, I'm missing out on my next opportunities. Whole time, them first couple brokers said no because it's a better opportunity waiting for me. And I'm saying I used to give up easily. I'm lying. I never gave up easily. If y'all go to the beginning of my journey, I always was the type, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to do what I got to do. But I will say, I got irritated and I would have to learn the hard ways. I'm just saying there, sometimes I would hear no and then maybe not call that specific broker back. But then there's times, or that brokerage. But there's times where I got denied a global transload. And a lot of people that use global trans, they just use the company and they double broker. But that don't mean the next the broker that works at global trans, the sales rep or the agent, they all got different titles. Logistics coordinator, that don't mean that they're bad. You get what I'm saying? Y'all know, you go to Target right now. You go to the Target. You might have one cashier that's quiet as heck, just doing a job. You got another one that's, extra and just trying to help everybody out and such a great person. You got another one that's a piece of crap, just being mean. And you might have just got that piece of crap broker. And that's it. You just ain't get the good one. You get what I'm saying? So you call the next. Keep calling, and know that it's something better coming. I always tell y'all this, man, and people just want to give up so easily. And also, people don't want to invest. They don't want to invest when I tell them, get a mentor, because you're going to go out there and you're going to lose tens of thousands of dollars. And if you're not losing, you're definitely missing out on tens of thousands of dollars on profit. When you can just invest, get a mentor like me or someone else out there that you feel like tells the truth, keeps it real with the people, got your best interest, shows proof. They got to show proof. If they're not showing proof, well, and you get scammed, that's your fault. You should have did your due diligence. You should have did your research. You get what I'm saying? You got people like me showing proof and you didn't come to me and you went to the next. Don't come back to me like, damn, man, I should have listened. I get that all the time. That's on you. I'm not going to feel bad for you. Why would I feel bad for you? You skipped right past me and I show you proof to everything. But look, man, you either go out there, you learn the hard way. But what I'm saying is, no matter what, trucking can still change your life. You ain't going to get rich overnight, but trucking still could change your life, y'all. That's what I be telling y'all. You can still make money as a new authority. Whether you get the mentorship, whether you get whatever service that I offer, I'm still telling you by yourself that you can go out there and still make a bag. Might not make as much as I'm making right away because, it took time to build up to this. And that's why I say you get the mentor. It'll help you profit way more. You'll learn everything you need to learn faster. And I'm still a student to the game. I'm still learning new things every day. It's a lot to learn in trucking. You get what I'm saying? So keep calling. Keep going. You're not going to get your load in 30 minutes. Sometimes I do get on the board and get all my loads in an hour. You might have to be on the board 2-3 hours. Get on it. Get off and on it every minute. Go on there. Stop scrolling on Instagram. Go scroll on the load board. Get on that load board every other minute and go scroll and see what you see and call. And then when you call, have your negotiation down pat. have your MC ready, have your documents ready, be ready to fill out a carrier packet. Sound like you know what you're talking about. Negotiate higher. You get what I'm saying? And if they're not giving you the rate, see how close they can get to it. If it's not meant to be, move on to the next. A lot of people are entitled and think they're supposed to get that first load. That's not how it works. You're not going to get the first load, brother. You're not. It don't work like that. You're not just going to get the first load. I'm sorry, man. It's not going to work like that. Yeah, I have times where I do get that first load, but it's not realistic every time to depend on it. You got to keep calling, man. You got to keep putting the work in. I'm going to keep telling y'all that. And don't put what you went through with the last broker on the next broker that works at that specific brokerage, because now you're just blocking your blessings. And it's just like that, man. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. I put some brokers that work with new authorities. And yeah, I worked with all these brokers as a new authority. And if you call now, you try to get set up and say they got like a different requirements. I know a lot of people are moving over the highway. Some people are going from needing a year to needing only 90 days, or some people are going from, working with new authorities to 6 months, and some people are going from 6 months to working with all carriers, new authorities. Yeah, some just want you to have an inspection. They want to just know that you have an inspection, because when you don't have an inspection, it makes you look like you're a double broker, right? Because a lot of double brokers got carrier MCs and book loads as carriers and post them up as brokers to make a profit, and they ain't did nothing. And they scheming on the broker and then scheming on the carrier. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of them out here. So, everybody got their own requirements. If it's meant to be, it's going to be. If not, move on to the next. It's millions of loads being posted a day. You're not going to sit there and tell me that you can't get one of them loads. You're not going to tell me that. You're not. And I'm going to end it off right there. If you want to tap in, directly with me, see what me and my mentees got going on. We're in the Discord every day. We're not on YouTube all day. I try to take time out my day to get y'all these videos. I ain't getting no money for this. I ain't getting nothing out of this. I'm doing this because I genuinely want to help people. I don't get nothing out of them Instagram videos that I post. I don't get nothing out of that. That lease on service that I just put up, that's going to be a headache, but I'm doing that to help other people. Yeah, I'm going to make a little bit of money, but I ain't even making as much as people think. I'm really just doing that just to help people out, and it could cause me a headache. You get what I'm saying? I take my time to help others out because I just genuinely want to see others win. Yeah, if you want to tap in with me, yeah, I value my time, because if there's money that I'm taking from my other businesses, then I got to get some kind of value. And that's just how it goes. But look, man, if you want to tap in, join the Discord. The link will be in the bio. Hit the WAP link. Once you sign up, download Discord. You're in. We're locked in. You'll see me in there. If you ever have questions, I'll try to get back to you. And some of my mentees is in there, and it's only $49.99 a month for the first 100 people. We're about to be at 50, and then we'll be at 100, and it's going to probably go up to $99.99 a month, because what we post in there is value, stuff that's going to help you make money. You got to get value. All I'm doing is giving value, giving value. Like, it's time for me to receive a little value. You get what I'm saying? Like, gotta respect it. Putting people on all this game all day. I'm posting my loads raw and uncut before I get the load, then my negotiation, and then I'm posting after I get the load, the proof. And sometimes the first 5 loads that I post is the load. I booked every single one of those. You get what I'm saying? You just got to know what you're doing and know what you're saying. But it's times in there where I posted 10 loads. Say I'm coming out of Chicago and I posted 10 loads before I got the load that I wanted. You get what I'm saying? I posted 20, 30 loads before I got the load I wanted. And it might have took me 3-4 hours. Sometimes it takes me 1 hour to book all the trucks up. Sometimes it takes 3-4 hours to book just one truck up. But I'm posting that in there and I'm motivating y'all. And then when I finally get that load I want, I show y'all. You get what I'm saying? I show you the kind of loads I'm looking for, and I show you what I'm not looking at. There's a lot of loads that I just scroll right past that you're probably spending a lot of your valuable time looking at. You get what I'm saying? Come on, man. And I'm ranting off. I ain't even about to edit this part out. If you want to learn, tap in, join the Discord. You want to book a call with me, hit the Believe and Achieve LLC link in the description. Tap in. If you really want to tap in mentorship, you got to book a call in order to get mentorship. It's not available to the public on my website because I don't just lock in with anybody. We got to come up with a game plan. I got to fill you out. I got to make sure you're not a procrastinator. I'm not money hungry. I'm not money hungry for mentorship money. When you're really in trucking, you're not worried about all that kind of stuff. Yeah, when you're really making money, you're not worried about that all day. My service has been out of stock for the past year and a half. I only lock in with people that get on a call with me and see the value in a $150 call before they go invest in thousands in mentorship. I ain't about to sit there and mentor some entitled person that procrastinates. As soon as I get on the phone, if you seeming super entitled, you acting like a procrastinator, you making excuses, you can't lock in with me. I don't lock in with them kind of people. Lock in with me when you get your mind right. Maybe I'll give you a chance then. You get what I'm saying? Because we're bringing nothing but value. We're bringing nothing but value. And if you're not going to receive the value, accept that you got someone that's really about to put you on that game, you can't be around me. Can't be around my mentees. Can't be around my partners. We don't want that around. No excuse. We don't do the excuses. You don't got your money right, get your credit right. I started with nothing. I ain't just someone that's talking that ain't do it. I did it. I started with nothing. I started in the rental. I slept in the truck for 2 years. I did this. So I'm confident when I talk. I know what I'm talking about. That's why when other people, you know what I'm saying, they try to challenge me on Instagram, you ain't challenging someone that's literally been through all the things that you could possibly been through. I ain't one of these content creators that walk around the truck or, I post proof. I show proof to everything, even back when it was bad. I deserve my respect. I deserve my flowers. I showed y'all the bad. You get what I'm saying? So if you ain't going to receive the value, you ain't going to receive the information, I'm not even going to waste my time locking in with that person. And that's what it is. If you really want to tap in, you're not going to make excuses. You ain't going to procrastinate. You're really trying to change your life. You're really trying to get to it. You're going to receive the information because I'm going to go hard for you. I'm going to do my part. Then tap in. And it's just like that, man. I'm done talking. Believe in achieving. God bless.